Right now, rebuilding schools through referenda. A look at what Madison Schools is asking voters to approve on their ballots.
More storms are in the forecast. I have all the answers on the timing of these storms and the severe weather threats they bring to southern Wisconsin.
And you can vote as early as tomorrow for August's primary election. We'll tell you what you need to know to vote in person absentee. Thanks for joining us tonight at 5. Eric has the night off. A very happy Monday evening to all of you. The First Warn weather team is tracking another round of stormy weather this week. Storms which at times could be severe. We have alert days in the forecast for tomorrow and Wednesday. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington is on the weather patio tracking the biggest threats. Alex?
Yes, I am, Susan. All you got to do is step outside and you feel that mugginess. You feel that energy that's out there for these thunderstorms. We're looking at rounds of thunderstorms, some severe Tuesday and Wednesday. The good news is for tonight, the showers and thunderstorm threats have been diminished because we had morning showers and storms and clouds for a good portion of southern Wisconsin, but we're going to be focusing on Tuesday and Wednesday coming up in Maine weather. Still a couple of isolated showers and storms that have been weakening as they press into Juneau and Adams counties. You still might get some heavy downpours, maybe a clap of thunder and some gusty winds as this line moves off towards the south and east at about 20 to 30 miles per hour. The rest of southern Wisconsin, watch what happens here with Future Track. That line presses further into southern Wisconsin as we get into the mid-evening hours. Look at it fizzle out, especially as it heads towards Madison. That's because we had those clouds and the persistent shower activity today. My rule of thumb is it needs to clear out by noon for that atmosphere to rev up, to prime up for severe weather, and that's lining up perfectly. The Storm Prediction Center has eliminated the marginal risk of severe weather for much of southern Wisconsin because of just that. We did not get that heating that we really needed to support widespread severe weather. So the threat is low tonight, still on the muggy side, still can't rule out an isolated shower or storm. But as we head towards 5 and 6 o'clock, we'll start off with patchy fog, and that's the moisture that we need for more storms on Tuesday. More on that in a few minutes.
All right, Alex, thank you. A $500 million referendum is set to appear on Madison ballots this fall. The Madison School District is asking for the money to repair and even rebuild several schools in the district. Our Maddie Heimsch has more. Maddie?
Yeah, Susan, there are 5 buildings in the district that have been identified as need to be rebuilt entirely, each of the 5 costing around $90 million. This all comes after the buildings received poor reports in a 2023 facilities assessment indicating that the schools were reaching the end of their life expectancy. Now, each of the facilities house middle schools: Cherokee Heights, Senate, Blackhawk, Toki, and Sherman. This comes after the 2020 referendum targeted the district's high schools. The rebuilds would tackle infrastructure needs. Most of the schools on the list lack air conditioning and use outdated heating and electric systems. Many also don't comply with federal accessibility guidelines. If the referendum does pass alongside one addressing day-to-day operational needs, it'll result in a steady increase in property taxes. According to the district, the average homeowner would see a $1,300 increase on their property tax bill by 2028. For a more detailed look at that potential tax impact, you can check out channel3000.com right now.
Maddie, thank you. Happening tomorrow, early in-person absentee voting with the August election 2 weeks from tomorrow. You can vote at many of the public libraries across town tomorrow through Sunday before Election Day. If you're not registered to vote, you can do that too at an absentee voting location. Just know there is no voter registration the Saturday, Sunday, and Monday before Election Day. However, you can register the day of the election at the polls. We've compiled all the information you need to know online. Just look for this story on channel3000.com. July is wrapping up already, meaning the school year is right around the corner. Our Jalen Banks went out and spoke with parents about how much school supply shopping is going to cost you this year.
School is just around the corner, and I'm sure some of you parents are starting to get your child's school supply list. I'm going to find out just how much it's going to cost you this school year.
I took the school supply list of a local Madison 3rd grade class to a local store to see how much it cost parents this year, and ranges to items such as headphones and playing cards. The total came out to
So the final would have been $151.64.
And speaking to some parents, that number is surprising.
What if I told you that
it may come out to 100 plus. Would that be surprising to you? Just for the supplies.
Just supplies.
Yeah.
Are you getting a massage with the supplies, or it's really, really tough, you know, especially like when it comes to, you know, like younger parents and, you know, just trying to make sure that your kid has everything that they need.
Alyssa Meyer, a mother of 4, says supply shopping can get pretty costly.
That is a tricky one in these times, trying to keep costs low.
But she relies on communities to help her save a few bucks.
What helps the most is following mom groups and getting the tips from other moms when they find the good deals.
But through all the spending, she understands that it takes a village to make sure all students have what they need.
We do need to support everyone in the classroom. Should it be in the school's budget to be able to provide that for classrooms, or is that the parents' responsibility? It's a hard choice there.
That was Jalen Banks reporting. Thank you, Jalen. Madison police are hoping you can help identify a suspect in a sexual assault case from over the weekend on Madison's east side. See if you recognize this man. Authorities say he assaulted someone along the bike path near Carpenter Street shortly before 10:15 Saturday morning. He was last spotted riding an electric skateboard on the path in the area of Shopko Drive and Aberg Avenue. Anyone with information on who he is asked to call Madison Area Crime Check. That number is 608-266-6014. Fire officials in Janesville say a house fire last night left more than $100,000 worth of damage. It happened at a home on Doe Court, where crews found smoke coming from the eaves and roof of the home. Firefighters were able to knock the fire down. No one was hurt, fortunately. The amount of damage was contained to the garage. Turning nationally now, as President Biden has unveiled a trio of proposals that would change the way the U.S. Supreme Court works, including who can sit on the bench and for how long. Skylar Henry has more from the White House.
President Biden unveiled plans Monday to dramatically change the way the Supreme Court operates. Biden is calling for stripping away lifetime appointments and enacting an 18-year term limit for the justices. That would set up a system where new justice would be needed every 2 years.
They have no desire to make the court better. They're just trying to make it more liberal.
President Biden also wants Congress to pass a tough new code of ethics requiring the disclosure of all major gifts and the justices to recuse themselves if they or their families are involved in the case.
The idea that wealthy individuals, many of them right-wing, can both pay for cases before the court and at the same time give justices gifts or trips is outrageous.
Neither proposal currently stands any chance of passing the Republican-controlled House or narrowly divided Senate.
The liberals in this country want to pack the court. They want to destroy the court. So their initiatives coming from Biden will be dead on arrival in the Senate.
President Biden is also calling on Congress to ratify a constitutional amendment prohibiting blanket immunity for presidents. It comes in response to the court ruling that former President Trump is largely immune from prosecution for his acts in office. While the White House isn't expecting to secure a new amendment on this politically charged issue, it hopes the conversation will energize Democratic voters.
A lot of this is, frankly, a reaction to Supreme Court decisions and behavior by some of the justices that are unpopular among Democrats.
Trump came out against the proposal, saying Biden is trying to destroy the Supreme Court. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
Don't go anywhere. More local stories are ahead tonight at 5, including hitting the links for a great cause, how one golf invitational is raising money for burn survivors. The Dow Jones down nearly 50 points at the close on this Monday. The Nasdaq was up 12. The S&P 500 up roughly 4.5. We'll be right back.
Wow, Wayne, that is a beautiful window.
It sure is, Jeff. It really tackles energy efficiency.
Sure has a nice slide.
It's one of the best screenplays I've ever seen.
They're so easy to close. I'd say it's a grand slam.
If you guys keep making those dad jokes, you're going to be a real pain in my neck.
Oh, that's a good one. Did you hear about this one, Five?
Get as low as $18 per window and $81 per patio door per month. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Dad, Are you certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of 4imprint, your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love. Printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team, check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Empire makes it so easy that you just don't need to shop around.
Real customers share their stories about Empire today.
Everything from the beginning to the end of the process was perfect. It only took 3 days from start to finish. Their installation was unbelievable. I am so glad that we chose Empire. Everything that we need to get it done and get it done right. The new flooring just changes your whole house.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today, Joe Biden put Kamala Harris in charge of the border.
We have a secure border.
On Kamala's watch, illegal border crossings hit record highs. Criminal illegal aliens are murdering Americans. Cartels are poisoning kids. And illegals are receiving taxpayer benefits and putting more burdens on hardworking taxpayers.
We have a secure border.
Kamala Harris is dishonest and dangerous. Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Now 5, now 15, now 5.
Experience the thrill of a live auction and get a great deal on an RV. The Ultimate RV Auction is being hosted at Camping World in Madison, Wisconsin, Friday, August 2nd at 1 p.m. Central Time. Over 100 RVs are up for grabs with bids starting at $1 and no reserves on select units. Bid in person or online at cwauctions.com. Pre-bidding is going on now. Preview the inventory and place your bid today.
Coming up at 6, we'll be breaking down alert day conditions for Tuesday and Wednesday and what threats you can expect from severe weather.
Then a drop in the bucket can make a big difference for New Glarus. We'll explore how new funding will affect the water quality tonight at 6.
The nation's top call for action team is going strong at News 3 Now. With nearly 400 cases closed and over $700,000 recovered. If you need help moving forward, call for action only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5, moving forward.
Well, you'll soon be able to do a screening for colon cancer with a simple blood test. The SHIELD test is the first blood test to be approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration as a primary screening option for colorectal cancer. It's shown to be about 88% effective at detecting stages 1, 2, and 3 colorectal cancers. It works by detecting tumor DNA in blood samples, and your doctor would have to order it for you. The cost will vary for patients with commercial insurance plans. SHIELD is expected to launch within the next week. Golfers this morning teed off for a great cause at Maple Bluff Country Club. It is the 20th year of the Paul Davis Invitational, a golfing event raising money for the UW Health Burn and Wound Center. The center treats patients who have experienced chemical, electrical, and thermal burns. A burn surgeon we spoke with at the event says she started her career as a nurse in the burn unit and fell in love with being able to help patients recover.
You're with people who have gone through an amazingly traumatic event, and so you're with them at this, really intense period of time, and then you get to see them get through that, the strength that it takes for them and their family to get through this injury and become survivors. It's amazing.
Additionally, today's event is a fundraiser for the Professional Firefighters of Wisconsin Charitable Foundation, which provides fire prevention education and support for burn survivors. A good thing they were able to get a couple rounds in this morning with that rain, Alex, but steamy and stormy. That's the weather story this week, right?
It's the weather story all week long. And yes, they were lucky they got those a little bit of that golf in this morning. We didn't have a lot of thunderstorm activity this morning, but we do have a few showers and thunderstorms moving into southwestern Wisconsin right now. This would be Juneau and Adams County, some heavy rainfall just north of I-90 over towards Viroqua and Hillsboro. a couple of isolated thunderstorms on the back edge of this line. If you take note here, right south of Viroqua, going over towards the Mississippi River and then out into northeastern Iowa. See this green line? That's an outflow boundary, cool air that blows out ahead of this line of showers and storms. And when this happens, it's usually a sign that this line of showers and thunderstorms is likely going to weaken unless the line can catch back up to it and lift that air again. We'll be keeping an eye on this as it slips into southwestern Wisconsin, but I think it's going to fizzle. And Future Track does a really good job of showing that as it moves south and east into the rest of southern Wisconsin. There goes the line. It fizzles out because of those showers that we had earlier this morning. The Storm Prediction Center scoured out the marginal risk where we had consistent cloud cover, and the showers this morning that zaps the energy for those storms as they make their way towards the south and towards the east. They don't have that oomph, that energy they need to sustain. You also see that with the temperatures warmer over southwestern Wisconsin, where the showers were able to clear out and the clouds were able to clear out earlier. You got an 87 in Boscoville, but 81 in Madison and 75 off towards the east where clouds are still hanging on east of Madison. Here in Dane County, got a little bit warmer off to the northwest. Our friends in Sauk City at 83, 81 in Middleton, and 80 as you head over towards the south and east of Madison. But it is muggy out there. We didn't get rid of the humidity. It's just a little bit cooler, making it a little bit more tolerable. But things will be changing in the forecast here. Fog by the time we start off Tuesday morning at 67, and that fog and all that energy that we'll have in the atmosphere will prime up for more thunderstorms Tuesday going on into Wednesday. Marginal risk of severe weather, although I do think the better chance of thunderstorms being severe will be south and west of Madison on Tuesday. More widespread across the area on Wednesday. Let's track that here. Future Track 67, patchy fog. So we go into the afternoon, temperatures get into the 80s, keeping that complex, that cluster of thunderstorms potentially off to the south and the west of southern Wisconsin with just maybe some isolated severe storms, or at least the chance of that as we head towards 5, 6 o'clock. Hopefully that's the case and it's not widespread. Wednesday, I think maybe the most widespread threat in the evening hours and overnight. We'll be keeping a close eye on that. Susan and I were just talking about concerts on the square, and there could be impacts Wednesday evening. Strong winds, hail would be the main threats from any of the storms this week. By the time we get to the weekend, though, we'll scour out a little bit of that humidity. Temperatures staying warm. So just steamy and stormy for this week here. Couple of incidents on the Beltline right now, but still going at a decent clip. There we go. Looks like we have a crash at exit 259 and another on the Beltline. So be on the lookout for that if you're heading out to the roads here momentarily. 70 northbound and southbound. That's the speed we should be going on the areas down towards Janesville and right around 70 to the north near the Dells. But if you're heading up to the Dells, you're going to want to shut the windows because there's a couple showers in that direction.
All right, Alex, thank you. Wildfires are still burning out west. The largest active wildfire in the country, the Park Fire in California, has scorched more than 360,000 acres. That's a larger area than the city of Phoenix. Ivan Rodriguez reports on the latest.
The Park Fire is the 7th largest wildfire in California history and has destroyed more than 100 structures while still threatening thousands more, according to CAL FIRE. It's the biggest of the more than 100 active wildfires across the U.S. Ongoing evacuations, including a warning for the town of Paradise, which was devastated in 2018 by the Camp Fire, the state's deadliest wildfire, which killed 85 people.
I'm just very emotionally drained and I'm grateful that we have our house and that we have a lot of neighbors that still have their house standing.
Authorities arrested 42-year-old Ronnie Stout II. He is accused of igniting the Park Fire by pushing a burning car 60 feet into a gully. Meanwhile, firefighters are hoping lighter winds and below-average temperatures will help in the fight to get the blaze under control.
As a faith-based person, you pray a lot. You pray for other people, not just for yourself and what you need.
Also this week, a potentially significant heat wave is expected to develop across the central and southeastern U.S. Already, around 30 million people are under high heat alerts, with temperatures possibly reaching the 90s and 100s. Sunday evening in Tennessee, Dollywood theme park visitors were witness to flooding in the parking lot after a strong thunderstorm, resulting in cars being trapped. Park officials say one person suffered minor injuries. Ivan Rodriguez, News 3 Now.
And we have more stories ahead at 5, including a community garden in Maryland for veterans and their families. We'll show you how they're planting seeds for a better future when we come back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Not everyone knows us, but in southern Wisconsin, Illinois, and eastern Indiana, we are famous in our field. As a Sloan's technician, customer service is our specialty, whether you come to see us or we come to you. We are in the business of supporting your business, and we are highly trained to work on your John Deere equipment. At Sloan's, our loyalty lies with you. We depend on you, and we are proud to serve you. When it comes to service, you can count on us. Remember, think Sloan's first.
Get an 11% rebate on everything. Menards has the largest selection of garage doors in stock. Or you can design your own using our Garage Door Designer. Get this 9x7 insulated garage door for only $449.99 after rebate. We're your destination for concrete landscaping blocks that are ready for you to take home today. 16-inch patio blocks are $299 each after 11% rebate at Menards. America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction.
Save big money at Menards.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5, moving forward.
Well, Culver's is advertising a new meal that'll make you play like Badger great J.J. Watt. Well, not quite, but you can eat what he eats when you go to Culver's starting next week. He's teaming up with Culver's for a J.J. Watt meal. It consists of a Culver's Deluxe Butter Burger, cheese curds, a signature root beer, and a turtle sundae. For each meal ordered JJ's Way, Culver's will make a $1 donation to the J.J. Watt Foundation. You can get yours starting Monday, August 5th through September 29th. To Maryland now, where one group is working to pay forward service to country by planting seeds for a healthier future. The Sons of the American Legion has launched a new effort to get kids involved in gardening. As Natalie Brand shows us, the idea sprouted in Maryland and could spread nationwide.
Tucked behind American Legion Post 217, a garden oasis.
We've got our herbs right here. We've got a whole variety of basil, oregano.
And labor of love for Sean Phelan, who's growing fresh produce for veterans and their families.
I'm only one person, so I needed some help.
So he recruited a new generation of green thumbs.
This is our new garden bed.
Cultivating their appetite.
You want to try one?
And an appreciation for working in the dirt.
How you have fresh air, getting out, eating vegetables instead of eating junk food.
It's really cool to eat the food that you grow.
The Post Pizza Garden has become a family and neighborhood affair.
I think it's something that can involve everyone in the community.
The Sons of the American Legion hopes this pilot program in Maryland takes off nationwide.
Get children off the Xboxes, outside, doing something with their family, doing something with their parents. Or the American Legion actually serves as some people's parents for kids who have single moms and dads. To get them in the American Legion, to get them outside, one of the sayings we used was get it in their hands to get it in their hearts.
Most people think that I'm some sort of horticulturalist. I'm actually an IT programmer, so I spend all day writing computer code, and gardening's just my hobby.
A passion rooted
I like the radish.
You like the radish?
Well, you planted them.
in giving back. Natalie Brand, CBS News, College Park, Maryland.
Great idea. Stay with us. A final check of the first warn forecast when we return.
Drive into summer with a new Honda Accord Hybrid, CR-V Hybrid, or the all-new Civic Hybrid. Take a vacation, staycation, or just a weekend drive with the windows down. Whatever you do, make it epic with Honda. The 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Overall EV and Hybrid Brand. So act now. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
After long-standing efforts from Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin, 3 of the 4 biggest pharmaceutical companies say they're going to start capping the prices of their inhalers.
They used to charge families like ours $600 a month for an inhaler, even though they cost less than $5 to make. So Tammy Baldwin fought the drug companies, and she won. Now Hadley's inhaler costs $35, and we're breathing easier.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message. I don't work for the drug companies. I work for you.
Get 20% off during Hy-Vee's frozen food sack sale. One day only, this Tuesday. That's right, get 20% off all frozen food you can fit in a sack. Get 20% off frozen meals, 20% off frozen pizzas, 20% off frozen breakfast, 20% off frozen treats. Get 20% off all frozen food you can fit in a sack. Don't miss the frozen food sack sale. One day only, this Tuesday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Hanson's knows that your home is a place of comfort and protection. That's why our durable, energy-efficient, and weather-resistant windows, roofing, siding, and gutters, as well as our bathtubs and showers, are guaranteed. With 35 years experience and thousands of 5-star reviews, we're your trusted home improvement expert. Get 50% off installation or enjoy no interest, no payments for 1 year.
Call 1-800-HANSONS. Get it done.
Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off. You'll also receive the Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping.
Coming up tonight on the CBS Evening News, new details about a blood test that could help Americans detect colon cancer. It's not a replacement for a colonoscopy, but it is a new FDA-approved screening method. That and more headlines tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And finally tonight, one of America's favorite appetizers is honored today. It is National Chicken Wing Day. The city of Buffalo, New York proclaimed the holiday back in 1977. Chicken wings are a must across many establishments. They're a satisfying late night meal. However you like them, sweet, spicy, salty, even crunchy, wings can be perfected to your desired taste. And the controversial question, of course, are boneless wings actually chicken wings? What say you, Alex?
What I say, well, we had wings today. We had a team potluck today.
Yes,
so
we did,
yeah. Either way, it's good.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Whether that's debatable too. With all the heat and humidity that we have out there, we have a couple of showers and thunderstorms that we're watching in southwestern Wisconsin. Not severe. Could be looking at some wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Maybe a little bit of small hail with this line of storms as it moves off towards the south and towards the east, reaching Ithaca and Loganville and Richland Center here during the next 30 minutes. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. More rounds of storms Tuesday going on into Wednesday. Once we get through this steamy and stormy week, the upcoming weekend, not looking too bad.
Oh, that's good timing. Looks good. All right, thank you, Alex. Thanks for watching, everybody. The CBS Evening News is coming up next. Hope to see you back here tonight at 6.